Hey everyone, second video of the day. The first video was about being thankful. This next one is going to seem like a contradiction to the first, but it's okay. You don't have to even care about it. Hopefully, some of you will start watching. Hopefully, some of you start hearing what I have to say, but it's okay. Back to the gym, and I feel better. One day, my wife about a week ago said that it was 22 days since I've been to the gym, and during that entire time, I was getting sicker. Imagine that. So, hopefully, I wake up no chest congestion like I did yesterday. So far, it doesn't feel like it's there. That beautiful heat from the actual walk is in running, and the sprinting that I did on the treadmill, I hopefully burned it out. And if it keeps on getting better that way, I will be back at the gym and make it an obsession again so that I don't die too early. So basically, did a chest day and a shoulder day really quickly. Had to do low weight because obviously in a month I lost some strength, but it's okay. I'm not the physical fitness type of person, but that was evident from my lackadaisical attitude from the Marine Corps while I was serving. I wasn't bad. I wasn't good. I wasn't the fastest. I wasn't the slowest. I was that guy in the middle going, yeah, I can get promoted as long as I don't do drugs and I don't sit there and make anybody upset. That's where I was. I stood in the middle, didn't take risk, and that's what it can be. Next thing, as you saw in the title, Owen Benjamin. I found out about him from looking at that guy, the whole change my mind meme guy. I found out that his name was Steven Crowder about a year ago, and I got brushed up on most of his videos. He does some really good stuff, and a lot of you may disagree with what he has to say and what they have to say, but it's okay. You're allowed to. They believe in one thing, you may believe in another, but you can't oppress somebody just because they believe differently than you. You can't use physical hurt or harm. You cannot use physical any type of violence because guess what? That's illegal. You can't call for violence against somebody because they hurt your feelings. So essentially, what I am going to be talking about today is Owen Benjamin, and recently he's been on the whole idea of the fake moon landing. So, and my battery is going to probably die quicker than what I can finish this video, and that's okay. But um, if we didn't fake the moon, if we didn't fake the moon landing, hopefully we can find some evidence. Wouldn't it be crazy if China's actual rover that went to the moon came across our flag and actually said, "Okay, it's there, proved it to us"? But I guess they landed on the other side of the moon, so really hard proving that. But hey, it's okay. And there's stuff pointing towards the fact that it was faked. The U.S., the governments around the world from the beginning of time have been in psychological warfare to control their people. There's certain things that happen, from day one till now. That's what happened. So whenever man was put in charge, that's what they did. They want to keep power. My problem with this whole fake moon landing thing is the people that are coming against people that say that this stuff was faked. Those people coming against them and saying that they're idiots are actually putting us back into another type of dark age. Remember when the church back a few 100,000 years ago, whatever you want to say, I'm not going to brush up on my history. You can correct me in the comments below. Remember when they oppressed people because they said the earth is the center of the universe, yada, yada, yada. You can't have free thought. People lacked education because guess what? That's how it happened. And the only people that had education were those people in power. That's what it is. So let people have their own opinions. Let Owen Benjamin have them. I applaud him for doing so. I applaud him and his family for doing what they have to do. And he keeps on pushing on. And I was kind of attracted to the way that his comedy was because he was willing to say things that other people weren't. And especially since, hate to say it, but especially since he's white, he's willing to push the boundaries that most white comedians I see today are not willing to do. One, they like to talk about their sexual encounters, or two, they're just vulgar and their humor is not really that intelligent. But Owen Benjamin's humor is quite intelligent. So we're going to sit there and look at that and then say, hey, wow, he's a decent father figure for someone that's watching. And every night that he does a live stream, it's anywhere from a few 2,000 to 4,000. Haven't seen anything above 4,000 yet, but that just could mean that I didn't see that actual live stream. So, um, and I'm not going to search after him as a father figure. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. I'm going to listen to his arguments that he's wrestling with inside his brain, but I'm not going to oppress him, and you should not either. So that's always good. And that brings us to the last part of this title, the deadly sin. Okay, the deadly sin is that. Why are we oppressing people's thoughts? I have my worldview, you have yours, and simply, this is how it has to be. You may, honestly, honestly believe that my worldview is wrong. My fact that I believe in Jesus Christ died for our sins, you know, he was on that cross for us. You may think I'm wrong about that, but there's other people that weren't a part of that faith back around that time that wrote about a guy named Jesus from Nazareth. Okay, so there was a guy, but in my heart, I know that there was a guy that came from God, the Son of God, died on the cross for us. So the deadly sin is to oppress people's thought. You don't even have an opportunity after you oppress their thought to change their mind. I don't own any of these stuff that anybody is saying. I just think it's quite interesting that this is happening now, that we're going into an age where we're going to oppress people's thoughts. We were always taught in high school, in middle school, in junior high, in elementary, what a certain history was and how it was. And now people are getting offended because the history played out like it was. Can any of us go back? Has anybody have proven time travel yet? And if so, if they proven time travel and went back and changed things, would we even really even know? So, by the way, if history's taught wrong and people are feeling upset about where they are now, but just keep in mind that that history that we had from as a United States, where I'm from, has led to a nation that's been in power for a pretty long time now. Yes, it's going on this roller coaster and the actual market is going up and down, but we're doing okay. I I've been overseas due to the military and I saw people that lived differently than me. And I would view them as living in a impoverished way, but some of them probably believe that they actually have a lot more than what the people around them have. So let's not oppress them. They'll come over to our country and they may be able to assimilate into our culture and be able to become citizens, or they may not. But our history matters. Our history gets us to this point now, and if we haven't learned throughout history, if we oppress people's thoughts and beliefs and ideas, if we haven't learned, one simple fact is they will rise up against those people that are. So far, my video crashed. Hopefully, what was in the video will last, but this YouTube app seems to crash whenever it needs to. So that's how it goes. But I was just saying, you know, Jim makes you feel better. Owen Benjamin is being oppressed because of his thoughts and ideas, and that deadly sin that most of us are committing are oppressing those people because of the thoughts that we disagree with. Let's not do this. Let us not go back into the dark ages and experience some of the worst times of our lives. Let us listen to people. You don't have to agree with them. So I'm gonna go get some rest. Have a good night, good morning, whatever you are. May God bless you, your family, and do life in moderation.